G'day, ZiggyD here, and today I want to give you guys a look at and analysis of the new skill gem that came in patch 0.11.6, Smoke Mine. That's right, this skill's pretty fancy, magician's trick sort of skill. Basically, the way it works is pretty simple. You place down a mine, and then when you move away, you can either press D or you can bite it to a skill bar, and you activate the mine, so you trigger the mine. Now when you trigger the mine, you teleport back to the placement of the last mine that you placed, essentially. So if you place multiple mines like this, and then teleport, you'll teleport to the very last one that you placed. However, they'll all still release smoke. Now, mobs caught in this smoke cloud will be blinded permanently while in this cloud. So I think this actually has some potential for use against bosses, and also as a general blinding cloud for evasion-based characters. I initially was a bit hesitant to cover this skill because I couldn't really see too much potential for it, but after exploring it a bit more, I'm starting to see the potential of this as a PvE skill. It's definitely going to be useful as a PvP skill, but PvP is kind of niche in this game still a little bit at the moment. Now it does have an additional effect, so if I place this down and then trigger it, you'll notice I also get a buff up here. Faster run, you have increased move speed. Pretty straightforward stuff. It can be used as an escape skill. You get away, mobs are blinded so they don't hit you, and you get a move speed buff to go fast, get out of there. So that's pretty cool stuff. So the skill itself is pretty straightforward. You guys can probably get a bit of a sense of how you can use it there. You can use it as an escape skill, so if you're about to go into a dangerous situation, you're about to YOLO into a room, you can have a little bit of a backup. So let's say this is a door over here and there's a bunch of skeletons in here. I'm not sure how dangerous it is. I'll just place a smoke mine back here. Now as long as I don't run around the wall, I can teleport back. An interesting point to note is I should be able to demonstrate it on this wall. If I place this smoke mine here, and then go to teleport from here, I won't teleport. You'll still get the puff of smoke, so that's still going to help you a little bit, and you'll still get the run speed buff, but you won't teleport around walls, so that's worthwhile considering if you're using it indoors. You kind of need to keep a direct line of sight to your mine. It's a little bit limited in the ways you can use it, but still pretty useful. Now if you're fighting a boss, like let's pretend this is Cole or Brutus, who's smashing us, we can essentially place this guy down. Now we can fight him, and I'm not even an evasion-based character, and he's still very rarely hitting me because blind is very, very effective. So you can essentially just activate one of these, stand on top of it, fight this boss here, and just whenever that's about to run out, you simply just throw down another one, use another one. So I'll kill off this guy, and we'll talk about some of the ways that you can actually modify this skill, because I think that's where it really starts to shine. Now, pretty simple stuff. First up is increased duration. Now this usually increased duration with mines and traps is pretty useless, but with the smoke mine you get an increase in the amount of time that the smoke cloud sticks around, and in the amount of time that you have a run speed buff for. So if we go ahead and activate this guy, we now have 5 seconds of run speed buff, and the cloud sticks around for 5 seconds as well, with making it much more effective. Now another good modifying skill gem you can have with it is increased area of effect. And I think there's a bit of potential for using both of these at the same time, for example. So you can actually place down 5 of these at any one time. I believe that's 5 maximum charges. You'll see the first one destroys once I place the 6th one. And you'll always teleport back to the last one placed just again. But the smoke from everyone comes, and with increased area of effect, it sticks around. You know, it fills up most of your screen. And if you go ahead and combine that with increased duration as well, which unfortunately I don't have another link to be able to do that with, but increased duration plus increased area of effect, you're going to get a lot of blinding cloud that sticks around for quite a long time, and also a nice move speed buff as well. So there's a fair bit of potential for this. Now the quality bonus on Smoke Mine increases the AoE of the smoke cloud, and leveling it up increases the duration. So it's well worth getting a quality high level version of this, and even a quality increased duration, increased AoE for really maxing this skill out. And I think if you are playing an evasion based build and don't want to run like a chance to blind support gem on some extra skill, which can be a little bit difficult to get off, this with increased AoE is going to be a 100% guaranteed blind, and that is very good reliability to have for an evasion based build. So I think that's going to be really good. It's also going to be really good just for pretty much most builds, even non-pure evasion builds to use, as long as they don't have unwavering stance. You can even use it with Iron Reflexes to use against bosses, so when you're tanking, as long as you can keep a boss still in this area, and maybe if you hook it up with some increased duration, increased AoE action, then you're going to be able to tank those bosses much more easily. So it's a great utility skill, and as I said, it'll also have some PvP potential as well if you want to try it out there. But I'm pretty sure if you're into PvP, you're probably already on top of this skill. Anyway, I think that just about covers it. That's pretty much it as far as I can tell that you can modify this skill with, but both of these together, qualitied up and qualitying up the skill gem, is the way to run Smoke Mine into 3-link. Pretty solid skill, pretty solid addition to the game, and quite a bit of potential for quite a few builds to assist them out in terms of survivability. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.